So Ron DeSantis has come out in support of the Marine, so-called Marine, who choked Jordan Neely to death. He has come out and donated a bunch of money to his defense fund, to Daniel Penny's defense fund. He has publicized the link to Daniel Penny's defense fund to the racist masses out there. And, I'm just making this video to show that this is the party of law and order. They only support the law when it's convenient. There is no video leading up to Jordan Neely being choked out. The only video of Jordan Neely moments before he was choked out is a video of him just standing still, mumbling to himself about how hungry he was. The precise moment of him being choked out was not recorded. Okay. There is evidence that this was a extrajudicial killing, and these right wingers are coming out in support of extrajudicial killings, which are basically lynchings, because they keep mentioning the criminal record of Jordan Neely, you know what I'm saying, as if that justifies his murder, because George Zimmerman had a criminal record before he killed Trayvon Martin, and they say that didn't matter. He was accused by his cousin of molesting her, and they said that didn't matter. But all of a sudden, the criminal history of somebody who was killed, matters so much now. DeSantis is the governor of Florida, which is the same state that Othal Wallace headshotted that cop that was violating his civil rights. And since he's coming out in support of a extrajudicial killing of an innocent man, we should come out and support. Support Othal Wallace for killing that cop in self-defense. We should come out and support him, because there's more evidence that Othal Wallace is innocent than there is for Daniel Penny being innocent, because Othal Wallace was not breaking the law. He was not committing a crime. He was being unlawfully detained. The officer put his hands on him. He was calling for backup real quick. You know what I'm saying? Othal Wallace knew he had a gun on him, a legal gun, which I believe. He knew he had a gun on him, and he knew if they saw it, they would have killed him right then and there, no matter how legal the gun was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if a police officer is violating your rights, and you were to pull out a piece of paper of the Constitution or the law that says, look, you're breaking the law, you're violating my rights, these are not lawful orders, etc., etc., etc. 5 minutes later, that same piece of paper will be covered in your blood, and the DA won't prosecute the cops who killed you. You know what I'm saying? So these people have no regard for the law, but they're supposed to be about law and order. You know what I'm saying? So I implore anybody on the other side of on the right side of the Jordan Neely case, anyone who's disgusted by, the inaction of the criminal justice system in New York for waiting a week to prosecute Daniel Penny for killing Jordan Neely, they should donate to Othal Wallace's defense fund, which I will link in my description. And, again, and another thing, they waited a week to charge Daniel Penny for murdering Jordan Neely, but they charged the homeless black man for defecating on the LGBT flag, as soon as possible. They charged him with the quickness, plus with hate crimes, which are, which is, they're stacking their decks against him. They're stacking cases against him. So they can charge a homeless man for defecating, on a pride flag. They can charge him with hate crime charges, but they can't charge somebody for committing a murder.